With the 2024 season officially coming to a close last week, with Ohio State winning the national title over Notre Dame, it means we have a complete ranking of every college football team thanks to Bill Connelly. Of the 764 teams in the nation, the team that came ranked 764th was Dean College, located in Massachusetts. This one was a doozy to research and write about, but here we go. This is the story of Dean College, the worst college football program in 2024. But before we get into this, if you enjoy college football content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, let me know which football program you want me to cover next in the comment section below. Dean football began back in 1957 under head coach Sal Lombardo, playing as a member of the NJCAA as a junior college football program. The program started out strong, going 6-2 in 1958 and 1960, but began to fall off, and Lombardo would go on to be replaced by Bruce Marshall. Lombardo finished with a 20-19 record, while Marshall would go 10-6 in 2 seasons, before being replaced by Jim Wolf. Wolf would be the longest tenured head coach throughout the 70s, as Dean would see a revolving door of coaches after his departure. They would sit around 500 ball throughout the 70s before James Attaway arrived in 1980. Attaway would go on to be the program's second longest tenured head football coach, coaching over 78 games from 1980 to 1989. He found a lot of success at Dean, leading them to 4 7-win seasons and 5 seasons with 3 losses or less. In 1988, he would even lead the Red Demons to their first appearance in a bowl game for the program since its inception. Under Attaway, Dean would finish ranked inside the top 10 3 times, number 2 in 1981, 10th in 1982, and 6th in 1986, going 50-27-1 as head coach. Boston College and Pittsburgh enjoyed their Dean transfers in the mid-80s when the Duke brothers, Chucky and Chad, made the jump to Division 1A. Once the calendar turned to the 1990s, Dean College would see a revolving door of head coaches like they did in the 70s. Bill McCown led the Red Demons to a 7-2 record before being replaced by Rich Flanders in 1991, led the Red Demons to a 10-0 record and another bowl game berth. McCown would return as head coach in 1992 as the Red Demons saw a major drop-off from the success they found the previous year, only going 4-5. Tom Rizzuti took over in 1993 and led Dean to a 7-2 record before Jim Foster became head football coach, leading Dean to a 12-3 record across 2 seasons. In 1994, Dean would change their name and mascot from Dean Junior College and the Red Demons to Dean College, and they became known as the Bulldogs. In 1996, Roger Pollard took over as head coach and would not find a ton of success, going 7-9 in 2 seasons. In 1997, Dean decided to join a conference for the first time in school history, joining the Northeast Football Conference. To my understanding, this was their first time as a member of a conference that I could find. Remember, this is a small Division III college, there's not a ton of information on the school. I really had to dive deep to find a lot of this information, but it was a story I wanted to tell. The Bulldogs struggled their first 2 years as a member of the Northeast Football Conference, would have a magical season in 1999 under head coach Jack Charney, who led them to a 7-2 record and won a share of the conference title with SUNY Canton and SUNY Morrisville. Charney arrived to Dean with over 22 years of coaching experience. He served as Nichols head coach from 1986 to 1992 and as an assistant at 4 different schools. It was their first conference title in school history, would be the high point of the Charney era, as Dean College would go 4-4 in 2000, 2-6 in 2001, 3-7 in 2002, and 2-7 in 2003. What started off as an exciting era under Charney ended up in disappointment, as he finished with a 20-33 record as head coach. Charney would talk about the difficulty of coaching at Dean back in 2002 with Brett Mauser. He explained each year half the football team leaves, half the football team comes in. Due to being a JUCO at the time, he never knew who his go-to player was going to be, and Dean also has higher academic standards compared to most. He also only had 5 part-time assistants on his staff. 2003 was supposed to be a rebound year for them, with most of their offense returning, but the disappointing season led to Charney's departure. At the time, most Dean players would end up going Division I AA or Division II. While the Charney era would end in a sort of a dud, it would usher in one of the best eras of Dean football when head coach Todd Vassey arrived. Vassey graduated from Nebraska in 1984 and started his coaching career serving as head coach at St. Raphael Academy in Rhode Island. While there, he went 50-32-2 and made the state title 3 times and won the 1996 Division II state championship. He He would go on to be named to the Rhode Island Football Coaches Hall of Fame. He then served as an associate head coach and defense coordinator at Nichols College in Dudley, Massachusetts. There, the Bison won 2001's Boyd Division Championship and played for the NEFC conference title, while his defense held 11 teams under 10 points and shut out 4 teams. Things would not start off great for Vassie, as they would go 2-8 in his first season, would improve to 6-4 in 2005, leading to Vassie being named the NEFC Coach of the Year. They would follow that up with a 7-3 record in 2006, for winning their first of 3 straight conference titles, going 9-1 in 2007, 10-1 in 2008, and 9-2 in 2009, going 28-4 during that 3-year time span. That is impressive and hard enough to do at a 4-year university, but even more impressive being able to accomplish it at a 2-year JUCO with high academic standards. The Bulldogs would take a step back in 2010, going 6-4 before rebounding in 2011, going 8-1, winning their 4th conference title in 5 years, and made the Valley of the Sun Bowl championship and finished ranked 8th in the final rankings. In 2012, they would go 7-3, while Vassie finished his head coaching tenure with a 6-4 record in 2013, and 2014, and 6-3 in 2015. Vassie finished as the school's all-time winningest head coach, going 83-38, and finishing top 30 all-time in NJCAA winning percentage. He would lead Dean to 3 postseason games, won 6 NEFC Coach of the Year awards, won 4 conference titles, and coached numerous players who went on to play Division I football, and multiple players who earned all-conference accolades, Conference Player of the Year awards, All-American honors, went on to play in the NFL. On December 12, 2015, it was announced that Vassie would take over for John Jackson as the athletic director on the 1st of January in 2016. Jackson had spent 35 years working in the athletic department, helping it grow and develop, and he was going to be taking on a role of Director of NCAA Transition and Compliance, and would become the school's athletic compliance officer. During the 2015 season, Dean College notified the NCAA that it intended and desired to explore joining the NCAA Division III level, leaving the NJCAA. The process included several key strategical decisions that needed to be made to ensure the transition was successful. Vassie also had been serving as Dean's Associate Athletic Director while serving as head coach, and spoke on becoming the school's athletic director, saying, "I'm extremely excited and grateful for the opportunity to lead the athletic department at Dean College. My goal is to build upon the many great things that John Jackson has put in place and make Dean College Athletics one of the finest Division III athletic programs in New England." UMass special teams coach and defensive line coach Steve Terrell would be named the school's next head coach, replacing Vassie. Terrell had been coaching college football since 1989, spending time with Plymouth State, Brown, Northeastern, UMass, and Nichols. 2016 would be a club team for Dean before they joined the Eastern Collegiate Football Conference in 2017 as a member of the Division III. This was expected to be a tough transition that may take a few years until the school started finding success again, but year 1 would be considered a good year, going 4-6 and 2-5 in conference play. Year 2 would be even better as they finished 5-5 and went 4-2 in conference play, while in year 3 they finished 4-6, but due to going 4-1 in conference play, they would win their 6th conference title in school history. They would start the year out going 0-4, being blown out by Nichols College, Western Connecticut State, Salve Regina, and Kane University before going on a 4-game win streak with wins over SUNY Maritime, Anna Maria, Gallaudet University, and Alfred State, and closed out the regular season losing to Castellanton University. They would close out the season losing to Endicott 52-10 in the New England Bowl. Terrell was named the 2019 ECFC Coach of the Year as his team emerged as one of the region's most explosive teams offensively. They also had the Offensive Players of the Year, 6 first-team selections, 6 second-team selections, and 7 honorable mention honorees. Due to COVID-19, the 2020 season would be canceled. That would sort of end any momentum Dean College had as they proceeded to become one of the worst Division III programs in the nation. When they returned in 2021, they would finish 2-8. Following the season, Terrell would announce he would be stepping down after serving as head coach for 6 seasons. He would return to UMass as an assistant. Terrell would be replaced by Andre Murphy. Murphy played defensive back at Dean and Bridgewater State before becoming a high school football coach in Florida in 2009. He served as Massachusetts Maritime's defensive coordinator and DB coach before spending time at FAU, Holy Cross, and Columbia, either serving as a defensive quality control coach or defensive back coach. In his first season as head coach, they would finish 1-9, with their only win coming against Alfred State College 36-35 in overtime on the road. They would open up their 2023 season with their first win at home since September 4th, 2021 over Fitchburg State University, who also was their last home win. They would also beat Vermont State University Castellenton 19-18, but finished the year 2-8. 2024 was not expected to be a great season, as they were projected to be the 9th worst Division III school, but they opened up against the preseason worst team, Fitchburg State, at home, but would lose 12-0. That would be their closest game of the season, as they would get blown out by everyone. 15-0 to Curry College, 68-0 to the University of New England, 58-0 to Alfred State College, and 63-0 to Anna Maria College. They finished being outscored 366-28 throughout the season, which was an average score of 40.67 to 3.1 points. Murphy would be fired after 8 games and finished with a 3-25 record as head coach. According to Bill Connelly's SP Plus rankings, Dean College finished as the 764th ranked team of the 764 college football programs in the nation, making them the worst college football program in 2024. Dean College would replace Murphy with Luke Bagowski, who played quarterback at Merrimack, graduating in 2015. From there, he served as a quarterback coach for Nichols College before being promoted to offense coordinator and recruiting coordinator during his final 2 years there. He then joined his alma mater, serving as an assistant. He was then named Endicott College's offensive coordinator, helping the Gulls go 10-0 and host a playoff game. This past season, he served as New England College's offense coordinator, putting up 68 points on Dean this past season. Heading into the 2025 season, Dean College would be joining Massachusetts State Collegiate Athletic Conference, joining Anna Maria College, Bridgewater State University, Fitchburg State University, Framingham State University, Massachusetts Maritime Academy, Plymouth State University, UMass Dartmouth, Vermont State University Castleton, Western Connecticut, Westfield State University, and Worcester State University. Dean College is a small private school in Massachusetts, and Bagowski will have a tough task when it comes to reviving this program. What do you think? Can Dean College turn things around? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos YouTube thinks you will love right here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.